Did you know 45 to 47 million Americans are hungry every day? Well, that was a topic of conversation yesterday in Springfield at the local foods conference sponsored by the Illinois Farm Bureau.
Our agri-reporter Stu Ellis was there and joins us now live in studio. Good morning, Stu. What do you have for us today?
Well, good morning to you. And the crowd pleaser was Ambassador Etherin Cousin, who has focused on food and hunger her entire life. She was the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations Agencies for Food and Agriculture, later executive director of the United Nations World Food Program, both during the Obama presidency. I asked her about her reaction to the political efforts in Washington underway to cut upwards of $250 billion from food assistance programs in the Farm Bill.
I say, please don't. Please don't. When every American, regardless of your income, recognizes the rising food prices, to suggest that you are going to either reduce the amount of assistance that you provide to our neediest Americans or cut whole families off, would suggest that we are failing to recognize the challenge that lack of access to nutritious food is creating another whole set of problems. Diabetes, heart disease, asthma, fatty liver disease in teenagers in the United States. That has a cost that exceeds the cost of those healthcare costs, then exceed the cost of providing enough financial resources for a family to purchase the food that will keep them from the onset of those diseases.
Most of the folks who are going to be pushing for not cutting back on food are going to be urban members of Congress, because they will have a lot of their constituency that depend upon that. Where should farmers weigh in on that debate on cutting back on SNAP programs?
Yeah, farmers, we need the voices of farmers. And it's really interesting that the Farm Bill includes SNAP benefits as well as farm subsidies. And so when farmers are lobbying for those subsidies, for increasing their production and supporting their ability to continue to farm, they need to, the market that they're often looking to ensure that is available to them, those are the people, many of those are people who receive SNAP benefits. When we reduce SNAP benefits, we reduce the ability of consumers to purchase the food, particularly fruits and vegetables, legumes, that we're encouraging through this Farm Bill, Illinois farmers to continue to grow. So there's a direct relationship between families receiving adequate SNAP benefits and farmers having a market for that product that they're producing.
Well, Ambassador Cousin really evinced the message to that audience yesterday, addressing global hunger. And she said that was attributable to political conflict and climate change from the increasing number of floods and droughts.